so your tooth hurts. Step one is hurting because it's inflamed, probably because of the cavity, but that's two things. The cavity is eating away at the tooth, and two, there's inflammation. So step one, you're going to want to get some warm water, not hot, not cold, warm, that won't hurt to your teeth, cavities and stuff. A little salt also helps if it's exposed, and it adds a coarse kind of it cleans the area. If you swish your mouth with the salt water, it'll help clean it off, kind of like a toothbrush effect. The earth is shaped with water and little aggregates, so that's that concept there. It's effective. Another thing, to neutralize the infection, basically, or the bacteria or sugars that are causing the pain and the inflammation. Again, two separate things, I remember. So baking soda, I apply that on my cavity, it helps a lot. It almost takes the pain away entirely, because I think it's neutralizing the infection also, like you're getting that off the tooth area. So baking soda on a toothbrush, pretty self-explanatory there, right? Put it on the cavity and you let it sit for a little while, that helps too. And then rinse your mouth out with warm water. Does it not hurt? Cold water freaking hurts, right? But warm water, it doesn't hurt at all. One final thing too, or another thing, aspirin. Break up an aspirin. Once you got the area clean, as good as you can, then an aspirin, if it's still hurting, break that up, kind of chew that up in the area that it's hurting if you can, or smash it up and put it there. And just kind of in your mouth where the cavity is, and that does wonders also. And one other thing, might be obvious, but like Orajel, if you don't know about this is you can get it over the counter at like any big box store, Walmart, etc. Yeah, it's a numbing, tooth numbing thing. You just topically put it on the cavity and until you get to the dentist, kind of thing. And it helps a lot too. But these other things I mentioned, remember step 1 and 2, kind of you want to clean the area exceptionally well without hurting it, of course. And like, just put the baking soda on it, helps so much. So step 1, I like to do a splash or 2 of salt in the water, the warm water, swish it around until it starts to dissolve. Doesn't need to dissolve all the way. So again, the aggregate of the salt is what we're going for. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't have to be sea salt. It's probably better, but I don't know. That's not the point here exactly. But some salt and some warm water, swish it around vigorously to help clean the area off. And in step 2, obviously you're brushing and or some baking soda on the area, kind of lightly scrub gently. It shouldn't really hurt. You should actually be experiencing some relief from both of these steps rather instantly, and you should have total relief by the time you use the aspirin or the Orajel, or both if you freaking really need to. But the aspirin, I think, works better than the Orajel. I didn't even think about the aspirin until the Orajel was not quite doing it one time. And yeah, I mean, you'll be feeling good, most likely. I know it works for me, so I'm really grateful. Because, oh man, my mouth was hurting a little bit ago. So real quick recap, 1, 2, 3 is clean the area, 1, 2, clean again, swish, clean it all. You can even like rotate these around, and then some just warm water so it's all clean. And then if you're still hurting, chew up a little bit of aspirin, and I use like half a tablet for an adult tablet. It's all I seem to ever have needed. And then if you still need it, some more gel. But again, like, you probably got aspirin already, you probably got baking soda already, you probably got some warm water and salt, and you don't necessarily need to do both of these. You could do one or the other. I really think this works great, and a lot of people really like the salt. Couldn't tell you what's better necessarily, but I'm feeling better, and I've been here a few times, so okay. And the order of operations is important, because if you just start with the aspirin, well, your tooth might still be having the cavity chewing away and eating away at your flesh, basically, and that's what's causing the pain and the inflammation sort of, so you want to clean that up to stop the initial problem, and you should notice instant relief. And then this is like the final, like, everything's all better now for sure, for the night at least. It seems to get bad for me when I have candy. Like a couple hours later.